Hello one, hello all, and welcome to the Nerd Cave Cymru. Cymru, obviously, Wales. We didn't win the World Cup. I know I said we would, but we didn't. But we put up a good fight and we'll be back, and we weren't out before England were, and that's the most important thing. Bit of an update really, not a review today, bit of an update. Obviously the last video that I put out on the channel was the panel that we did for Rollout Roll Call, and I never really did a Rollout Roll Call update video to say what I bought. So today, I mean, it's sort of gonna be that, and obviously sort of a quick report on Rollout Roll Call itself, which was awesome, by the way. As always, Dave Tree did a marvellous job sorting it out and organising, and the event staff are always cool, the Streaks and everybody else, because there's plenty of them. They did a bang up job, as they always do, made to feel very welcome by themselves, and got to meet up with some very cool people who I haven't seen in a while, such as Mr. Andy Millman. That was really cool, from the Moonbase 2. Got to meet up with Mikey as well from Moonbase 2 very briefly, which was very cool. Jai, we've got to see Jai, which is always great, and we got to see Timey and the Old Highlands crew, which was mainly Adam and Timey, which let's be honest, and Jai as well, I think he's part of that crew sometimes as well. So that was nice to meet up with people that I haven't seen in a long time, and say hello and spend some time and have a chat and catch up. That's always nice to do that. And obviously, yeah, from back to the 80s, got to see Paula, got to see Andy as well. Paula, one of the nicest people ever wish to meet. She's lovely, she really is, very enthusiastic about everything that she does. And Andy, obviously, her partner, is a great guy, sometimes on back to the 80s, which is nice to see, you know, and nice to hear that when he does come on there as well. He's a nice old chap, is Andy. He's a lovely guy. So it was nice to meet up with people and then buy some stuff as well, which is always nice. Obviously, I did have some birthday money because it was my birthday the week after. More on that in a second. So yeah, it was just nice to meet up with people and buy some stuff and take in the atmos, which was great. It's always great. It's a nice place to be. So looking forward to next year. Already trying to work out what I'm going to do for next year's panel. Maybe a part 2 to the little known cartoons, or the lesser known cartoons. That might be a thing that happens. But yes, what did I get? Well, I didn't have the biggest haul in the world, if I'm being perfectly honest, but it was small but perfectly formed. I will show you what I got in a second, but I managed to back myself a Snake Mountain, which you can kind of see back there, which was very cool. Also managed to snag a couple of other things as well, which I'll show you in a minute. And the same for my birthday, really. I am now 39 years old. I'm now 1 year away from being 40, which is interesting to say the least. I'm not sure how I feel about getting older. I mean, I'm getting older as we speak, but you know, I'm not sure how hitting the big 4-0 is going to affect me. Will I go off the rails and have a midlife crisis? I think we already know I'm having a midlife crisis. So, you know, it's a very strange one. But I did get some cool stuff. Stuff that I won't necessarily show you is I did get a Doctor Who Monsters Diary book, which is basically all about the various appearances of certain monsters such as Daleks, Cybermen, Zygons and that kind of thing. Zygon's going to be in next week's Doctor Who. Very happy about that. Do like the Zygons. And a Star Wars visual history. I love, and I'm going to review it, don't get me wrong, which is why I'm not going to show you it today. I'm probably going to review that in the next couple of days actually, seeing as Star Wars is a thing at the moment, which is nice. Just on that subject, loving the trailer. I have always kept quiet about Star Wars as a fandom, because to me it's something that it's a given. It's not something I collect, and it will probably never be something I collect, but I am always going to love Star Wars because of the great big warm fuzzy feels that it gives me. I do like the prequels. I know a lot of people don't like the prequels, but I do. I think they're okay. They're not as Star Warsy as the later Star Wars films, but then you have to judge them on their own merits. They're a bit different, And that's okay. They're still Star Wars, you know, just as droids is still Star Wars, just such as Ewoks is still Star Wars, such as Rebels is, and all the other Star Wars cartoons. It's just as much Star Wars as anything else, as the expanded universe. So I never really had a problem with the prequels. I know a lot of people do, but I still say Revenge of the Sith is better than Return of the Jedi, and that's going to cop a lot of flack, I'm sure. But the trailer, amazing, and I cannot wait. So yeah, the Star Wars visual history book, very, very nicely received from my girlfriend, who was very, very lovely and bought me that. It was very, very nice of her to do something like that for me. She also got me 2 kick-ass neon signs, which we shall see in a minute, because they are pretty kick-ass, and some great speakers as well, which you'll see. Probably not see them in action just yet, but I will definitely show them and kind of show what they do. So yeah, let's have a look around the Nerd Cave, because everything's changed from the last video that you will see me, and everything has changed in the background there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause it here and jump cut, and then we shall have a look at everything in the room as it is now. Okay, so this hasn't changed. You've still got the Iron Man and Hulk pictures. I'm not sure if this has actually changed, I can't remember, but there you go. Pepsi Cola sign, Batman and Robin sign, both from New York. So we'll start off at this end there. So Castle Grayskull, 2000X Grayskull is now over here. So we have everything there. We've got the basically Flying Fist He-Man up there from the time. I'm going to review that again at some point. Now I've got a better tripod and camera to be able to do so, because I didn't really have a great way of doing it. But here we go. Here's something I got at Roll Call. I got Plundor the Despoiler. I do love that figure. He's really cool. Obviously he's from A Quest for He-Man, which is one of the Paul Dini episodes, and he's a very, very strange character. Doesn't quite fit in with Masters of the Universe somehow, but on the same token he actually really does if you look at him compared to all the other figures that I've got there. These are all the classics, obviously, and they're in one half of Snake Mountain. There you go. Snake Mountain is something I will review very soon, because it looks very cool, and it's pretty much intact. We've got the little manacle things, which I don't want to mess about with too much, because they are super glued on. They will never get used properly, but that's fine. And then here we have the other end of Snake Mountain. Bear with me 2 seconds. There we go. So again, really, really well sorted and really well kept is this Snake Mountain that I have. The only thing that's really wrong with it is that the hinges in the middle here and at the bottom here, they're knackered, frankly. They won't work, but they sort of serve the purpose that they serve. The bridge is actually intact. It's got Trapjaw and Evelyn on there as well. Bought a Panther. It came with a Skeletor that I'm not using because he's a bit knackered, bless him, but the Panther, bless him, has seen better days. He's a bit battle worn, but that's okay. That's good. It means he's being used as a toy. I do like that, and I do like the fact that I now have He-Man and Panther facing off. He-Man and Battlecat facing off against Skeletor and Panther, and all my figures that I have. Obviously, we've got the Dragon Walker there, and we have, with Roboto sitting on it, a Battle Ram. I love the Battle Ram. Battle Ram is something I had as a kid, so it really does evoke good memories for me. Again, it's something I will review at a later date, but it is very cool. And obviously Fisto on Stridor, Fisto, and then all the guys, and obviously Castle Grayskull. So yes, I have now one, two, 3 doll's houses. Got Sergeant Slaughter up there, got Modestro, and up there, I don't know how well you can see it, there we go, is a lovely picture of Venger that was sent to me by my friend and listener to the podcast, Craig Garden. Very, very lovely thing to send me, his artwork that he's bought. So it isn't a frame, Craig, it is in a good place. Look, right above Snake Mountain there, looking good. And yeah, I've done all the shelves around a little bit, so now you've got the sort of Generations Autobots along with other different weird things there. More Generations Autobots and Combiner Wars and that kind of thing. All these will be getting reviewed at some point. G1 Autobots, I need more G1 Autobots, clearly I haven't got enough. there, and lots of Micromasters, obviously going through the Micromasters there. Then we've got Decepticon Micromasters there. G1 Decepticons, that is woeful, and I know it's woeful, and I will get on that, I promise you. But you know, mortgage. More Generations Decepticons kind of stuff with the sweeps at the back there. A Game Scourge, someone I do want to review again. And we've got various just like Generations Decepticons, Generation Classics. On this shelf we've got here, and it is terrible, but I do have, whoops, I do have a reason for this being a bit of a mess at the moment. We've got animated Decepticons. Sorry, animated Autobots, I do tell a lie. Animated Autobots, which is really cool. Then we've got animated Decepticons in that little cubby hole. DC stuff, so various DC characters there. Heartland finally has his wings out, which is nice. And then very finally, a shelf devoted to turtles of all descriptions. So we've got the newer Nick Turtles at the front there. We've got classic Donnie there, because I do like Donnie. And then we've got the classic Donnie and Leonardo, Rocksteady and movie Donnie. We've got General Trag, and then Bebop, and then Raph and Mikey at the bottom there. So that's all that. And then we have this bookshelf here, which is sort of a conglomeration. I do like that word, conglomeration of various stuffs. So we've got something else that I bought at Roll Call. We've got Lion-O, classic Lion-O there. So that's basically the set. I think there was a Mum-Ra, and then that was pretty much it. And then we've got some various stuff, Snarf, obviously, and some Iron Man Legos, and Amy Pond there. And then we've got the Doctors. I can't find the 8th Doctor anywhere. He has gone somewhere, and I'm not sure where he has gone. Got a Christmas tree, because I like Christmas, and it's nearly Christmas. Batman there, that's a money box actually. And then various stuffs there. My Mets baseball that I got in New York in the summer. Mets, of course, now in the World Series. Go Mets! Go Mets! Which is really cool. Fairy lights, because I like fairy lights, because I'm a bit of a girl like that, really. But these are ghosty ones. Look, I'll show you. These light up. These are really cool. Look at that. You know how much they cost me? They cost me £1. They cost me £1. If you go to Poundland at the moment, they're selling loads of lights. You might have noticed these ones. These are the brightest lights in the world. They don't look it now, but let me turn the light on. See what I mean? They are the brightest lights in the world. And it makes things look kind of night vision-y. It's really cool. Again, £1. So, you know, do that. Go to Poundland. Seriously, it's really cool. We've also got little Asterix there, because I like Asterix. Asterix is cool. And then we've got it's a bit of a mess if I'm being honest. We've got David Kay signed Transformers Animated Prime, which is cool. Skeletor hanging on for his dear life. Got Runts, because I like Runts. And various books, which I love. And some Doctor Who DVDs there as well, because I like Doctor Who. Now on to a couple of things that I think are cool. We have the Turtles clock. It's now working. You can actually see it's now working. It's not the innards that it came with, but it doesn't matter. The important thing is here, if we focus in on it, it says Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. It's a Hero Turtles clock, not a Ninja Turtles. Which brings me on to this. Everybody knows Big Ray McComb, who's a really, really nice guy, lovely fella, and would do anything for you. He went to Salt Lake Comic Con not so long back and brought me this back apropos of nothing. Just said, here, have this, and it's Hey Glenn, Turtle Power, Raphael 87, Donny 12, Rob freaking Paulson, Rob Paulson is his name. And I believe, I am told that that's an Ed Peary artwork as well. But Rob voiced, obviously, Raphael and Donny, and it's very cool, and it sits on my wall very proudly below my Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles clock. And yeah, thank you so much, Ray. You're a star, you're a darling, you really are. We'll look to the bottom of my desk, and you can see a little bit of a mishmash of stuff, because I like the 80s. A Rubik's Cube, I won that at work actually the other week, which is really nice. It comes with a lovely stand as well. R2-D2, because Star Wars, because cool, because he is a sweet dispenser. I don't have any sweets for him at the moment, but how cool is that? Another thing I bought at Roll Call, which is the plushie trap jar. He is so cool, and I need the other ones because they're awesome. Somebody at the Bath Film Club got me this, thanks Emma, last year as a present, and it's so cool. It actually works. It's brilliant, and it's very, very useful when it gets a bit hot, because that's what fans are for. Turtles, obviously, because I like turtles, and of course my computer. Come on, focus. My computer's covered in stickers because clearly I'm 5 years old. Jessica Bradley above here. There, more stickers because, you know, child. And oh yeah, okay, here we go. The Batman neon sign, which is really, really cool. 6th Doctor, 4th Doctor. Leo's fallen over. Come back here, Leo. Don't fall over. Leo's between everything there, and then various bits and pieces. These are the speakers I'm talking about. What happens, these light up, and water comes out of them when sound comes out of the speakers. Very cool. One day I will show you. And there we go with the He-Man clock, which does work. And yes, it's 2:45 in the morning, but it isn't because the clocks have gone back. So let's time travel, please, if you would, with me. Time travel back to the Earth time, 2:45. Let's do it on this one as well, because it's fun. Ooh. And let's travel back to the Earth time, 2:45. Oh dear. So let us have a look, and I'm not going to show you yet the neon signs in action. You might hear slight buzzing because apparently that is the thing that happens. But in 3, 2, 1. Oh, you can already see the glow. You can already see the glow. You can already see the glow, and you can. Oh. Now hopefully this will now. There's the Superman one. How cool does that look? And there's the Batman one. How cool does that look? Now you can't see in the viewfinder, but there are little sort of hot spots. Through the viewfinder you can see it, so here is a little hot spot, but it shouldn't be. Which is weird because it changes when you put your finger on it. Anyway, but there you go. How cool is that? Of course, you've got the little TARDIS there as well. But yeah, it's really, really cool, and I love them to bits. But I shall leave you with that image burning in your mind and on your screen as my bedroom looks kind of like a prostitute's. It's not a bedroom. My room, my study, my area. Yeah, it kind of looks like a New York prostitute's house. But that's cool. That's a cool thing, surely, right? I shall be back though with the review video very, very soon, in the next couple of days, and it's probably going to be the Star Wars visual history book, just to show off and say, haha, I love Star Wars. I shall see you all then. Have a great time, whatever you're going to be doing. Have a safe week, and I shall see you very, very soon. Bye bye for now.